morning, and welcome back to your podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Beth Ann.
And I'm Kaylee.
And we're just kidding. I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Beth Ann.
And we're so glad you're here.
Kaylee, how are you?
So I look like I've been in a bar fight, but I haven't.
Now, why would you reference a bar?
I haven't been in a bar in quite some time. It's just like location of bruises.
Yeah.
Upper lip.
I have
chin.
a star in my eye.
A star in my eye.
We made that little chant up with our elementary school.
Principal.
Principal. Why, though? Did we always have styes in elementary school?
We were in the car with Moomsday. We were
Okay.
leaving school. And we went through the car rider line.
Wow.
And somehow, even though she was a teacher, I don't know. He was standing outside. We were talking to him. I can't remember his name. Doesn't matter. I feel like I've been exposing everybody. He went pooed after the Texas Roadhouse tell-all. So, yeah, I think Mom was telling him, like, I've got a sty. She always does. And we inherited that trait from her.
We did, except I think I got mine this time from using my eczema relief cream on my eyelids, it then melting, getting greasy. Yes, because essentially styes are just pimples on the eyelid. So I had
It looks crazy when you lift your eyelid.
Yeah, I had an oil production buildup.
Well, that's okay.
I'm so obsessed with popping pimples. I want to pop these.
I want to see it drained.
I know.
Bad. I didn't get in a bar fight or any fight. I did, however, get Botox.
Yeah.
And literally to each their own. Like, I've never seen someone else get Botox and been like, oh, I have to get it because they got it.
No.
But I
It's
just did think
enhancing your beauty.
Right. And so
it's
when I say
helping
this,
with
I don't want
your-
anyone to think, anyone who's listening, young girl, whatever, to think you have to get Botox to be beautiful. It's not about that.
No.
Mine came from some medical concerns at the beginning. I was clenching my teeth so much that the dentist told me that I was shaving away my teeth. And so I started getting Botox back here in my masseters, which essentially relaxes those muscles. And then that kind of led into like, wait, maybe I'll do like a little chin filler to like even out that jawline, just make it really crunchy.
You're just evening out that
I'm
jawline.
just evening out that jawline.
You're just a girl.
And so that's what we did. And she told me a few things to avoid, and I think I may have like had all of them, and so I'm bruising.
Like you didn't avoid the things she told you to avoid.
She said something about
possibly.
spicy food. I don't know the correlation.
And then we had hot sauce immediately after.
We had hot
she
sauce
also
immediately
said something about salty food. We
okay.
we had
I don't know
salty
if
food
I heard that.
immediately after too.
I wondered about Tylenol. I just popped 2.
Something about a blood thinner might be.
Yeah, but is Tylenol a blood thinner, or is that like
I'd
ibuprofen?
have to ask Google. And it's just not something I'm worried about. But I will say when I'm on my periode, I typically reach for Tylenol rather than ibuprofen because I do remember someone telling me that ibuprofen was a blood thinner.
Yes, I remember that as well.
Earlier when I said, like, you're just a girl, I'm remembering to when I was interviewed one time because I'm
You do that kind of thing.
And she asked me what I think about the phrase, I'm just a girl, and what that means and how it's portrayed. And does it not dehumanize, but does it decrease value to a woman by saying, I'm just a girl? Does it make you look stupid? What, and I was like, wait, I didn't think that until you just asked me that.
Right.
But maybe when you say I'm just a girl, like,
I don't
you're
like the
devaluing yourself.
I don't like I'm just a girl.
like a girl dinner.
No,
Like
there's-
grow up and make you some ground turkey.
Right. There's
Like
definitely
a snack plate
things
for dinner.
that are pink jobs and that are blue jobs. And so, I'm sitting in this chair, but it's because my sweet, handsome man's set this studio up for me, which we have some advancements in the studio. We must.
We've already
In the studio, which is one corner of our living room. I think that's known, but just in case.
like we have had to transfer pieces of our couch because it is like an 8-piece couch into
5
random closets throughout the apartment.
Yeah.
Kaylee and I just live in like a little 2-story townhome. You would think we'd have plenty of room because it's just the 2 of us in a 3-bedroom with an upstairs and a downstairs. Let me tell you,
Fills up quick.
they don't make them like they used to because this place hardly.
Townhomes
Houses
and
us.
jeans. They don't make them like they used to.
Reverting back to when I said a snack plate isn't really dinner, sometimes I do a snack plate. It never actually suffices, and I have to go back in with a better protein.
Right.
But I didn't want that to be a jab because I know people that I love dearly that do snack plates all the time.
Don't overthink.
Okay.
Freedom of speech.
And
Thank
you so much.
It's never too serious here on the Pood.
No, it's never too serious.
So we
here.
have mic stands.
on the food. Okay. Wait, Kaylee, I'm having Tourette's abs.
That's okay.
I keep doing that. Seriously.
I don't think that's ever going to change. And nothing to worry
I'm gonna
about.
let you talk. I'm gonna get a sip of water.
You've only had a few sips of your coof. Do you think it has something to do with like excessive caffeine intake today? Like, maybe your your brain is working faster than your mouth. You can't spit the words that your brain
I told you I had brain fog today.
That's okay. We're working through it. So we have stands for our microphones today, which hopefully the audio sounds better. Actually, it us too, because we were fumbling all around the microphone with our hands. Like, it was so hard to listen to. Thank you guys for bearing with us.
Thank you so much. See, this is one of our advancements. We told y'all that we had like advancements. The other advancement is not up yet, but we did order another set of curtains. Stop screaming at us about it. We understand what it looks like, but it's all about what's on the inside.
Some people said that it kind of just looked like textured vibes, like the wrinkles. And so I'm kind of
we're not steaming the curtains.
We can steam the curtains when the other ones come in and we hang them to
In
give
theory.
more of the, the ruched effect. If you're watching, you see what I'm talking about. If you're listening, BT dubs, it seemed to have broken so many hearts that we are not yet on Apple Podcast. We might be when this episode goes out. We've been trying. Gage is giving me a faraway look.
Gage is giving us a thumbs up, actually.
Okay.
Wait.
I think that we will.
Actually, if you're not like watching and you're only listening, we can paint a picture for you. We're both wearing really cute sets today.
Yeah.
Mine is from Abercrombie, and actually the first episode we filmed was Abercrombie. So I'm 2 for 2 on the Abercrombie set.
Period.
This is my,
Not sponsored, but would love to be.
Yeah, but like I'm just doing a little call out for one of my favorite brands.
Yeah.
Let me live my truth.
Do it.
Abercrombie. Okay, I love like saying Abercrombie. It's part of the YPB line. And this is the heather gray neo knit sweatpant and mock neck. Full
It looks
zip.
perfect on you.
Thank you so much. I literally love it. It fits me like a glove, and not many things do. So I have no complaints on this. And
Things
I'm really
aren't made
happy.
like they're used to.
No, and you look really cute too. That's a great set. That's from Bloom Nutrition.
It's a really heavy duty sweatshirt and sweatpant option.
It's super nice.
I'm living for it. So is Mr. Tootie. Bless his heart. He is sagged out.
Fiona is asleep once again on the ground. She's out of frame.
God love her. So we didn't do this segment on your TikTok last week because I wasn't with you. We weren't together. I was in Clemson, whatever. But we started a new segment on your page.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Bryce Hughes. I totally thought we were saying it together.
I kind of forgot the beginning. That's what I was going to let you say it.
Okay, yep.
It was something about Bryce Hughes, our brights and blues. Period.
It's just a better way of saying our highs and lows
Of the week.
Our pits and peaks.
And so since we didn't do last week, let's just kind of address that here.
Okay, let's do it.
Highs and lows, brights and blues of this past week.
What's yours? Because hold on, I wasn't ready for you to bring that up.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, my bright was this first episode getting launched, getting out.
Oh my gosh, I don't have a bright to compete with that.
No.
Well, I kind of do.
Okay.
I have a bright about this zit that's seriously been on my face for a month now, filling up and oozing and filling up and oozing.
Because you like that?
Finally, no, listen. Finally going away.
Yeah.
Like, it's not away yet, but I know it's going away.
It's OTW.
Yeah, because nothing was coming out last time I did a pimple patch.
It's looking better.
Thank you.
So is your blue also related to that? I didn't really think about a blue.
Blue. Did anything get me down? Wait, I think I just
Wait. Okay. So my blue is a result of a bright. Not the bright, but a bright. I had such a fantastic weekend in Charleston. I mean, we literally had so much fun.
Oh, this is kind
I
of
didn't
blue.
sleep.
Mm-mm.
And I just was having so much fun, like with my friends, mama.
That's right.
That I just didn't lay my head until wee hours.
Which is so surprising knowing
it's
you.
so unlike me.
Not
It's
that you're like a
unbelievable.
huge sleeper, but you do prioritize it.
Because I know that I'm not going to feel good. And I didn't. And then I think that I got a UTI as a result of it. So I've had a headache,
Nobody
therefore, because I'm having
else-
caffeine withdrawals because I'm trying not to do caffeine because I'm treating a UTI. It's just like, I
I was
don't.
gonna say that nobody else could see the correlation of you getting a UTI because you're so tired, but I know you, so I know that is a direct correlation because like anything that's not your norm will give you a UTI. You have like a horrible kidney situation, like you struggle. By the way, is that
Telehealth
antibiotic
sees me.
helping you?
I think the new one's working. Like, it's hard to know, but I'm not
Yeah.
miserable. I'm not throwing up and I don't have a fever. So we're just going with it. I don't know if you read any of the comments on
I did.
my TikTok. It was like the first clip we posted of our intro.
Okay.
And so many comments were like, what's it called? OMG, what's it called? I'm like, oh, what part of and
Your
welcome to your
Pudcast.
podcast did you like kind of miss? So I didn't want to come with passive aggressiveness.
Wait, are we having a name change?
No. What are you talking about? I
Okay.
responded to these people just without saying, I said in the video, I just said, your podcast, like, I don't want to make anyone feel less than. But
You're so thoughtful.
maybe pay attention. They could have been exhausted.
Listening ears.
And we know how that goes. Brain fog.
Yeah. Clap once if you can hear me.
wait, why was I about to clap?
I saw your hands go out. I was like, okay.
So
You're always an A+ star student.
Gage has something to apologize for, and I don't want to take words out of his mouth.
Gage?
I kind of want him to have this moment and own it, if you will.
Go ahead, Gage.
Do we have to do this?
Oh, he didn't know you were doing this either.
No, I knew she was going to do this.
Oh.
Well, he told me he felt convicted by his actions, and he wanted to address the masses.
Yeah. So last episode, I was wrong.
Wait, I don't think the microphone got that. Can you say it again?
I think it did. I can see it.
It picked it up, Kaylee. Don't do too
It did.
much.
I'm not going to repeat myself. I
Okay.
said it once.
Okay.
That's all I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I was wrong. I said Dobby wasn't Harry Potter and made a mistake.
Because it was?
And Dobby is Harry Potter.
Yes.
So I was right? When I was just
said
joking?
No, I think Miss Kaylee's.
I think I said that. One of our loyal listeners that's been around for a long time here on the Pood. Where's my
we got
phone?
a nice little email saying how I was wrong. So I really appreciate it. But I'm going
And
to
you
own
will-
up to it, and I'm sorry.
And you will grow and learn from this.
The first step
I just made a
is
mistake.
admitting. The
Yeah.
first step is admitting.
Everything else was right. I just made a mistake.
Well, I also made a mistake.
Oh.
Because
Wow, I'm feeling on the world today. I have nothing to admit to.
something might come up.
No.
So, well, this was kind of a we thing, even though I did pick out the movie. For Flicks and Feels last week,
Oh.
we said that we were all gonna watch the movie Ad Vitam on Netflix. Okay, I watched the trailer and I thought like it was action packed. I thought it was really good. I didn't look too much into it because I didn't want to spoil anything for myself. But I went to watch it this morning, obviously, so we could discuss. And if you haven't seen my Instagram story, obviously it's too late now. Do not watch that movie. It is not in English.
I feel like nobody watched that movie.
No, I also feel that way. But they might watch the next one that we have for this week. It was,
What's that one called again? It's in movie theaters.
yeah, we're going to watch it Saturday night.
I literally can't wait.
It's one of them days with Kiki Palmer and SZA, but like, let me go back to Ad Vitam.
Yeah.
It was filmed in some other language. Couldn't get to the bottom of it. So then they had the voiceover in English and it wasn't lining up with the words. It just, none of it, I don't even think the video part was good.
Nightmare. Oh my god.
Trying to keep up with that.
That is a nightmare.
Yeah. So I turned it off.
Yeah.
And I started the season finale
I
of
saw.
Bridgerton. I haven't finished.
Okay.
I'm not
Season
gonna-
finale.
of season 1. I've been so slow this past week. I've just been so busy and so like business girl
And not sleeping.
esque. Yeah, and not watching. This week for Flicks and Feels, we're going to the movie theater with our girls Saturday night. We love the movie theater. We said that last up.
But we mainly love it. Well, we love the ambiance, but we also just kind of love like the booter popcorn and a really good Coke Zero.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
if they have the fancy machine, the
Vanilla.
Coke Zero.
Vanilla Coke Zero is, okay.
We're having a Galentine's this weekend with the girls.
I
Like,
can't
are we supposed
wait.
to bring gifts to that? Let's just not worry about it,
Oh,
girls.
surely not. We didn't
Right?
talk about it. I think we're doing like a light sushi dinner before.
Is that what we decided on? Like, soup?
That was kind of my idea so that we could still enjoy the popcorn. I don't like to show up to the movie theater too full.
Never.
I like to indulge.
Go ahead.
So yeah, we're going to see One of Them Days with Kiki Palmer and SZA. The trailer
I'm
looks
so excited.
absolutely hilarious. The overview is this. When her boyfriend takes her rent money, Alyssa and her roommate race against the clock to avoid eviction and keep their friendship intact. But it was so much funnier in the trailer,
Yeah.
obviously. So I can't wait.
Oh, is that the only description?
Yeah. That was it.
a one sentence moment.
Like,
vibe.
that's all they could do. Okay. On Google review, I guess. But
no spoilers there. Gage is happy to hear that.
Oh, you're so funny. We have a lot of submissions this week for Double or Nothing, our advice segment.
Oh, wait, I'm not ready.
I know.
I am, but I'm like, I need to be praying over my answers.
Uh-huh.
I want to be really insightful.
It's kind of a lot of pressure to be giving advice because some people, like, they might take it.
Oh my gosh, right. No. Not parental. What discretion is advised?
Maybe like viewer discretion, maybe like your own discretion, maybe like pray.
Maybe like take
prayer.
what we say with a grain of salt, like when we told you to gaslight Logan.
So we never heard back from our girly if she decided to gaslight Logan and tell everyone that he eats his boogers, or if she just decided to take it like a man that he doesn't want to be with her.
Right. And we don't know if his name is Logan. We named him Logan.
But we did our poll on Spotify, and 51% of people told her to say he eats his boogers.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah. 48 said take it like a man. So we have some sound-minded individuals tuning in.
Yeah, we do. Come on. Where's the fun?
Like, that's cray.
What's the bride of your week if you don't tell everyone Logan eats his boogers?
I don't know. Let us know what you did. So our first Double or Nothinger this week is serious. Our first Double or Nothinger, she says, morning, love the start to your podcast, ladies. Okay, here's my thing I need advice on. A few months ago, my husband, fiance at the time, got into a pretty serious car accident. He got pit maneuvered on the highway by a drunk driver and flipped 4 times into the median. He had to kick the windshield out to get out of the car, but thankfully he only tore his shoulder. Otherwise, he's totally okay. Thank the Lord above. Amen. Okay, now here's where I can't stop thinking about it. As soon as he got into the ambulance and the EMTs were taking his vitals, he called his parents to tell them what happened. His parents live 1,700 miles away. Then once he had talked to them for about 20 minutes, he called me, who lives with him and was about 5 miles away. I'm not confused as to why he called his parents, but I can't stop thinking about why he called them first when I'm the one who could go pick him up, take care of him, etc. I brushed it off because what was more important in the moment was getting him home and safe. Should I give this any more thought or totally let it go? I'm worried. In his subconscious, he doesn't see me as helpful or as his go-to first call in an emergency. Thank you. Can't wait for more of the pood.
Okay.
I want to send a lot of love your way.
I do too.
So
First, love the confidence that your mans isn't listening to the pood. Because what if he is though? No, I'm playing.
Yeah.
He's not.
That's so funny.
I'm playing. But also, where was he getting his files done?
He was getting his vitals done in the ambulance.
Okay.
So he had made it in the ambulance in one piece is kind of what I'm gathering.
Yes.
And was, okay, obviously just hurt his shoulder. Where I'm at is,
if he were fighting for his life in the woods, he was in a mess. I'm just using the woods as an example, but like if he was anywhere where he needed help, well, I guess 911 would be his call, but I can understand why it would be you there, or it should be you there because you are 5 miles away. You can come and pick him up from something like that. If he's in the ambulance, he's safe and sound. He has the EMTs there. They're working on him. I could see where he wanted to just go ahead and let his parents know. But I totally see what you're saying about him not having you.
I think you live right there. And I'm taking this from a biblical sense. Like the man leaves his family and like joins his wife and like creates his family with his wife. And obviously his parents are always going to be his family. But the whole, he has this life with you and you live 5 minutes away.
Well, maybe though. He'll do that now because she's his wife, but she wasn't his wife before.
Yeah.
No, that's just.
But we don't want him to get another car accident.
No.
I would feel some type of way for sure.
I would feel some type of way. I'm surprised you haven't said anything yet.
Because he was your fiance, now you're married, so you did marry him.
You did.
And you
were able to look past it. You loved him through it. truly him being a man and them just not being wired the way that women are, I don't think he would have thought deeply into that. I don't think that he called his parents because he doesn't see you as an emergency contact.
But it's definitely something that's going to eat at you because it's eating at me. I would bring it up just in a...
Because it's weighing on you. That's why I would bring it up.
Yeah.
You don't want to silence yourself for too long because I don't know if you are the type to blow up eventually, but I know that I would silence myself for a period of time. And then the smallest thing would happen, or maybe he didn't check with me on like a small thing, but then this big thing has been festering with me. I'd blow up, it'd get all blown out of proportion.
You didn't even call me when you got in the car accident first. You know, like I would feel that way.
Yes.
I can see how that would come out.
Now, if she brings it up though to him, how should she initiate that conversation?
Oh, I mean, this is just going to be like at dinner or literally wherever, whenever.
Okay.
Brushing your teeth. Hey, I've honestly been thinking about something for a while and I didn't want to harbor on it. And the most important thing in all of this is that you're okay. And I don't
want to be a pick-me here.
Okay. But I did wonder why when you got in that car accident, I wasn't your first call because I am right here. I would be the one meeting you at the hospital. Like, it's for so many reasons that I should be your first call.
It is.
And then when I know what's going on, like, then let your parents know because they cannot do anything from 1,700 miles away.
No, and
just see what he says. And honestly, his answer is his answer. And like, y'all are married now. And I don't think is an indication of bad character or malicious intent. It is totally just, that's what he did that night.
That's just a decision that he made. No, but I was also going to say, I'd be curious how you found out that he called you 20 minutes later. Like, did you already have this conversation?
Oh, yeah.
Because if he's already told you, like, yeah, like when it happened, I went ahead and called my parents and I got the ambulance and I called you, because that would have been the perfect time to go ahead and bring it up, just because it was super fresh. You could have said like, oh, like, why didn't you call me first? And it wouldn't have come across as attacking because you just would have been curious in that moment. Now I think he might be taken aback by your question because it's been months, but also your question is valid and you just want to know. And if this is your forever and you said your vows and you said till death do us part, other things are going to come up where you need to be the first one that he calls. And I can totally see why you just want to set the record straight now.
Totally.
So period. Love you, girl.
So period. Love you, girl. Would love to know how that conversation goes.
Oh my gosh, yes. Please follow up.
Write
Like,
us
this
back.
goes for everybody. We love to know more of the story. Always.
Always.
Even if we don't share it on the Pood, like, we want to know.
It's never too much.
No.
So our next double or nothinger. Hi, ladies. So I've been worried about my sister, who's 19, and her boyfriend, who's 20. They've been dating about a year. Before they dated, he had a reputation of just not being a very kind person. So I was taken aback when they started dating. Just for reference, she's literally an angel on earth, beautiful, athletic, amazing singing voice, heart of gold, and literally a friend to everyone. And not to say that anyone's better than anyone, but he is just not that. I feel like he just takes her shine away because he's always so moody and sporadic. He'll one second say he doesn't want to hang out with her, and then the next text he's saying sorry and that he loves her so much. And really, it's not just me thinking this. She literally never has anything good to say about him, always complaining about something he has or hasn't done. I tried to have a conversation about it with her, and I literally asked her, what do you like about him? And she actually couldn't give me an answer. That was months ago, and they're still dating. I've tried to give hints that I don't think it's a good idea that they're still dating, but she will not take a hint. So, do I let her learn the hard way, or should I try and have another conversation about it? The only reason I'm so concerned is because of how much I love her, and I don't understand why she's wasting her time with someone like him. Thank you in advance.
First thing I'd like to say is her description reminded me a lot of you. Very athletic, loving. You have a great singing voice. You're a friend to everyone.
Goodness gracious.
It sounded like she was talking about Kaylee Brooks.
That was so sweet.
No,
Except I'm with the man of my dreams.
What's going on? What have I done?
Nothing. I was just going to say, why does that remind you of Kaylee Brooks? Because am I rude? Am I?
Yeah, No.
Is there something you need to say, Miss Beth?
You were just talking about her description of her sister, not her sister's situation.
Not her sister's situation. Okay. Oh my gosh, I do not feel like that. Gage, y'all are a match made in heaven. I'm sorry.
I mean, we wouldn't be here.
Thank you.
That.
Thank you.
I'm so worried now. You've almost thrown me for a loop for the
No, I was worried. I was like, did I make you upset? What have I done?
I have to high
Do I need to apologize again for something?
Ma.
No, like, we're good. I'm really glad we got that straight.
Okay, love you too so much.
Okay, love you too so much.
I just bit my tongue for the second time in 30 minutes. I'm losing it. Wait, I have to know how the conversation went the first time with your sister. I ask because if you were to bring it up again, is she going to then resent you? Because she has stayed with him throughout this time. She could not give you an answer of why she likes him, what she likes about him.
She's obviously experiencing a lot of internal conflict. And so if you have given her a lot of hints, I think one more valiant effort of sitting her down and being like, I don't want to tell you what to do or how to live your life. I literally just love you so much. I'm concerned about how much he values you just from what I see and from what you can tell me. Like, you can't even tell me things that you love about him. And frankly, that's just not a good sign. Also, people have to come to realize things on their own. And it's so awful to sit back and watch. It's awful, awful, awful.
It can almost prolong the process whenever you give your 2 cents too much because
she might want to prove her wrong.
In a way, like there's a reason why she's continued to date him despite not liking anything about him. Also, we don't know what it's really like behind closed doors. There's obviously things she might not tell you. I think that you should start it with, give me an update on so-and-so. Like, update me.
Yeah.
What she has to say then with an update, you can respond with your opinions. Kaylee and I have been in a similar situation. It is very hard to love somebody so much and want the best for them and see that they are not with what's the best for them.
And I will say that every time we've been in this situation, and as an outsider, obviously, and just kind of giving our 2 cents to our friend, we've always been right. And they've always broken up. Yeah. And they've always come back and been like, you were so right. Like, I just couldn't see it then. Like, I just had to come to it myself. And it's so true.
And you also could let her know if she's already having to work through things now, like she's hurting now. She's hurting in the present and she's not loving her life now.
They haven't even entered the real world. I mean, she's 19 and the boyfriend's 20.
Right. And like what I'm saying is she's really not going to love her life months and years from now. Like they do continue to stay together. Like she's only hurting herself in the end. I don't know whenever she'll be able to realize that. Because you don't realize that at 19. How old is she? 18?
Or in the moment. Yeah.
Or in the moment. You just don't. But there's something to think about. Life is short. And oh my gosh, you do not want to spend money on therapy, hooch.
I know that's right. This final double or nothinger kind of goes into that because this girlfriend is starting college in the fall. Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing she's 18, and she needs some advice. Mm-hmm. She said, what's something you wish you would have known, something you would have done differently? I guess going into college and maybe through college. Mm-hmm. And I have a good response.
Okay, wait. Go ahead, Queen.
I just think that we had so many friends. We were just kind of like all over the place and we weren't acquaintances. And I wasn't that picky with who I spent my time with.
Yeah.
And I don't talk to 98% of those people anymore. 99%. And it's not from like a falling out. It's mainly just, are the people you're surrounding yourself with, do they value you really? Are they going to value you as a person?
Because I really don't even think we aligned with them then.
No.
Much less now.
No.
Like, so many of the people that we would just hang around, it was like we were never doing the same things. We never came from doing the same things. We never went to go do the same things. Like it was just kind of, you're in the same area that I am. We're both at Taco Tuesday. So let's hang out. What are y'all doing after this? Just kind of like very pointless. And as I've gotten older, I've realized I don't want so many people to have an experience with me, like an encounter with me. Like I don't need everybody to have memories with that van. Like I just don't want or need that. I also can say, depending on what your goals are school-wise and like specific to college, I shouldn't have taken things so seriously. For me, we have a scholarship called Hope here in Georgia. I don't know how many states do it, so I'm just saying here in Georgia. But the Hope Scholarship, where you have to maintain a 3.5, you have to maintain a 3.0 GPA in college. And like you may have like a 4.7, 9, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
9/11.
Huh? I said 9/11.
Like in the series of numbers, but.
Well, it was in the series of numbers. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I swear, I just really hope I'm not cursed now. But yeah, so my biggest thing was just maintaining hope. Well, it was a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. And again, you might be a lot smarter than me, but I just took it way too. I cried, guys. You've followed us since college, 2021.
You've seen the tears.
2023. I was in public speaking. For some reason, that drove me up a wall and around the corner eating a ham sandwich. I don't know what the deal was, but I just couldn't get it together for public speaking. There was like 11 people in our class. That's barely public speaking. And I think what it was,
that's small group speaking.
no, it was because it was school. It wasn't just me getting up there talking about Cheez-Its. It was me getting up there talking about something I had to research that I probably didn't research.
Right.
Me having to memorize what I was saying.
Yeah.
Again, on something I barely researched. Like that's what gave me the anxiety. It wasn't speaking in front of 11 people. It was speaking in front of my professor who barely passed me. I made a 70. That's a D. Ugh, in public speaking. But yeah, not take it too seriously because you look back and you're like, wait, I cried over that. Thankfully, you have ChatGPT now. Life should be smooth sailing for you.
Truly.
But
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I would say just be selective with who you surround yourself with and who you spend your time with and who you give access to.
it really does matter.
Because
It really
5 or
matters.
10 years from now, like what memories do you want them to have? And how do you want their perception to be of you? And like you never want to put yourself in a situation that compromises your character. I'll say that.
I feel like I could go back to some people from years ago and say, hey, I misrepresented myself here. Like,
That's part of growing up and learning. And so you're going to
Yeah.
make mistakes, but you're like, But that's our best piece of advice. Maybe like think twice.
be choosy. Hold yourself at a standard that's like not too good for everyone, but just recognize when someone maybe isn't at your caliber and just don't go down there to theirs.
Or y'all aren't aligned in the same morals,
values,
beliefs.
Just leave them alone.
Yeah.
Because it's just gonna lead to y'all leaving each other alone anyway.
Right.
Like I see people in Walmart or Instagram now, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we went to dinner like 3 years ago. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ew.
And
What
talked
did we even
about
talk
what?
about? Like what could we have possibly talked about?
No, like I can't. So,
But
that
hey,
was good.
congrats on Coolidge.
Yes, congrats on college. We would love to know where you're going. And so I guess it's next semester. And so you're in your last semester of high school.
That's exciting.
Just enjoy it, soak it up.
It's so fun and it flies by.
It flies by. In 2 months or 3, we are going to be 2 years removed from college. Like 2 years though?
I'm not feeling good about that. Like I was ecstatic to graduate.
Yeah.
But now it's starting to feel like, don't want to say irrelevant, but
Oh.
I mean, you have to graduate college and move on.
Yeah.
Everyone
we
does.
spent enough time.
We spent enough time.
college.
I was begging for it to be over with. I was pleading on my hands and knees. Any hooch. Yeah, 2 years is crazy.
You're going to have a much better experience. You're gonna have an amazing roommates. We're praying that for you.
I'm living for Fiona being in my lap now.
She's so sweet. Is she almost done with her period?
Oh my gosh, y'all, she's been in heat for almost a month. I didn't know the second period was so much longer than the first. Can y'all believe that Fiona went into heat 2 days before she was supposed to get fixed? Once they're in heat, you have to wait a minimum of 3 months before you can get them fixed again. Okay, she's licking. I feel like that's going to be a little loud. Okay, good. You can't hear it. So she went into heat the first time in August of 2024. She was 6 months old. And then she had her appointment to get fixed January 2025. And she started
Bleeding on them.
bleeding on them. So she's been diapered up. I wanted her to get groomed before her birthday, her 1 year, which is February 14th. February 15th.
Was finna say. I think
Sorry,
it was Valentine's
Queen.
Day.
February 14th, Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Means nothing to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, She's not going to get to do that because I don't feel like her coming home from the groomers impregnated. It's not my vibe this year. Can't
Can you
handle.
imagine?
No.
When people are just like, yeah, my dog got pregnant. Like my dog that's just an outside dog got whatever. It's like, and that now that's your problem. Like I love puppies more than anything in this world.
Oh, me too.
It's just, that's such a crazy thing because then all of a sudden the human has to get educated on how to take care of these puppies, which
Oh, yeah.
it's just crazy.
Dad told me that Fiona should have puppies because she's so beautiful. And I totally understand that reasoning, but I'm not educated enough. Lord have mercy, I don't have the funds for all of that. Like I would just hate to not be an adequate grandmother.
If she became with child, we would figure it out.
Of course we would.
She's ready to leave the chat.
Yeah, I know.
God love her. So we only had a couple submissions for Twin Tuition. Step your hooch game up. I know not everybody under the sun has gotten a chance to tune in to the Pood. And so we might start putting these on our Instagram as well.
Okay.
For some responses. But we have a couple for Twin Tuition. So this says, Kaylee, what is Beth Ann's favorite TikTok she's ever made? And when I started thinking about it, I was like, okay, let me not think too hard. The most viral one, I feel like, as default, is probably your favorite just because of all the opportunities that came from it.
I would agree. You're right.
What's going on? What's happening right now? So, yeah.
I had
You know the one.
eyelashes longer than the hairs on my head in that video.
Now I get why Dad would make fun of us and put all of his fingers in front of his eyes like this and say it looked like, because...
It was spider legs on my eyelids.
Did you get those done at New Look?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't.
I got an
I had
infection.
eyelash blindness, but I have seen brown fake eyelashes.
Are they better?
I think those would be a vibe on them just because, like, my blonde hair,
Yeah.
my light eyelashes, my very pale complexion.
Yeah.
Which
I
I have not self-tanned one single time this season.
Are you going to before San Diego?
Oh, yeah, I'm unpacking it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
To just re-up on the trip.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you're...
I'm trying the
glowy.
one from Paris Hilton. I'm so excited.
Yes,
She packaged it up
queen.
and sent it to me
herself.
Yeah.
With a handwritten note, I assume.
You know she did.
So I think I like eyelash clusters better than just like stripped eyelashes.
The Falscara ones that you did?
Yeah,
Those
by
are beautiful
Kiss.
on you.
They were kind of fire and look natural.
Yeah.
So
They were working on
loved
'em. Mhm.
Beth Ann.
Yeah.
Who is Kaylee's childhood celebrity crush?
Hold on. Fiona's eating her diaper. Let me tell her now. Fiona.
Just had to take a quick hiatus. The second part of Twin Tuition, Beth Ann.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Kaylee's childhood celebrity crush?
Oh my goodness. I thought we already talked about in the first Pood that we don't know celebrities and we've always struggled with them. And I don't even think I could muster up someone's name right now, but give me 5.
4, 3, 2.
Mine was Taylor Lautner.
I know it was. You had a poster on the back of your door.
Oh, I know who yours was.
Huh.
Zac Efron.
Oh. Am I right? What? Okay, that's not what you were thinking. I'm sorry. I'm crying. Oh, I know. Literally, that's like when I'm talking to Mom. She has this habit that is my favorite, probably my favorite thing she does. It's so funny. Whenever I'm saying something, I'm like describing a situation, whatever it may be. For example,
She completes your sentence.
she thinks she's completing my sentence. Okay,
but
so I'll
it's
be
not
like,
what you were gonna say.
honestly, the chicken soup was just really, and she would say salty, and
But
it's
you
like
weren't
what I
gonna
was
say
gonna
that.
say was really good or whatever,
Yeah.
So it was kind of like one of those moments because I almost said it with you, and we were not gonna say the same name.
Wow.
Maybe we thought he was cute back then, but as soon as we saw.
Oh, excuse me. Do not say it. Let's say it on the count of 3. I know
Okay.
now. 1.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Liam Hemsworth.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It was 5 seconds was not enough. I also didn't even give it 5. But I do remember you thinking like Zac Efron.
Zac Efron might have been cuter than Zac Efron. Maybe.
I should have gone pee when you did. I'm about to see my britches.
That's
so funny.
it.
I'm gonna hold it.
Oh, I was so funny. I was watching Bridgerton earlier, and I've got to go back and finish that episode.
Yeah.
But honestly, well, let me just get into it. So
Yeah.
Miss Thompson, you haven't watched, and you don't care.
Well, you didn't really care to start it with me because you started with Gage before I ever got home, and then I could tell you weren't worried about like me catching up.
It wasn't that.
No.
I feel like you weren't that worried about watching, but I will go back and watch with you because I feel like some episodes have kind of been removed, like on my phone or just trying to multitask while I'm watching.
Is it on Netflix?
Of course.
You don't have to wait on me necessarily. Do you want to take a break? I don't want to do that to you. You know, I always watch an episode of something in the sauna. So, I mean, I could probably mow through. How many episodes?
There's only 8, I think, in the first season.
Oh, yeah, I could tackle it before. Will you wait on me for how many days?
Yeah,
Let's
I'll finish. I
see.
won't start season 2. How about that? And then we can start season 2 together.
Fair.
So Miss Thompson, I really don't know her relationship to the Featheringtons. Again, you see, I was trying to multitask watching half these episodes.
Right.
But basically a part of their family. And she's this young girl. She's not married. She ends up getting pregnant by her man who was off to war. And Mrs. Featherington, Portia,
Okay.
is obviously stunned that she's pregnant and so disappointed, is trying to marry her off as soon as possible.
Okay.
So whatever time of year this is, it's their like basically mating season where
What?
the
people?
I'm getting there. The girls are having suitors, like other men, trying all like competing to date them. They talk about it like it's a season, and then like the season's over, and then you have to wait till next season to get engaged or to get married or whatever.
Okay.
So I know. See, I feel like I'm already losing. I don't know if you're going to care about it.
You're not losing me. I just kind of feel like mom does sometimes when dad's telling a story. I love the way dad tells a story. You know I'm obsessed with dad.
So you're not
And
liking
Mom.
the way I'm telling a story.
No, I am. I just, well.
I'm giving too many details.
Potential. Don't worry though. I love it. Keep going. I am tuned in.
I'm
and I
like-
am following. It's their mating season.
It's amazing. Whatever part Portia Featherington is kind of like the evil
I
stepmother.
like that name.
And rich. But her husband has a gambling problem and spent all their money. Anyway, so she is trying to marry off Miss Thompson. Well, Miss Thompson is like, no, my man's is at war and like he's been writing to me and he loves me and he's going to take care of me and this baby. Well, then she stops hearing from him. And Portia decides that she's going to write her a letter as if it's coming from that man's.
Of course.
And it come to find out, like they figured it out that wasn't from him, whatever. But she acted like she was him.
So where was he? He's off doing something he didn't need to be doing.
No, Bethan.
He died.
He died. This is the whole thing. She didn't know. Nobody knew that he had died. But Portia, the evil stepmother, was writing as if she was him, trying to say, I don't want anything to do with you. You're on your own. And so then Miss Thompson was like, okay, I'll try to go find another husband. Well, then
Wow. Someone showed up at her door and told her.
the brother, his brother. And then his brother, where I was going with this was his brother was like, can I marry you?
Okay.
And she was like, I don't know this man.
I wouldn't know this man. If I saw him on the side of the street, I wouldn't know this man.
And that was what I was about to say.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to this man.
yeah.
Wasn't that Keke Palmer? You don't know. I'm so excited for this movie on Saturday.
Oh, I'm literally so
It's gonna
excited.
be so like
wondrous.
we're in the scenes with them. I feel like
I've
like bestie vibes.
I've needed a movie like that in my life.
Yeah,
Like a feel good, but also funny, but also I'm really enjoying it. I'm intrigued.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm really excited.
Bring it on. Can't wait to debrief that.
Bring it on.
Y'all head to the movies. Maybe go on a Tuesday. I think it's cheaper on Tuesdays.
They're like half off or something.
Half off on Tuesdays.
$6, whatever. We need to get back into a rhythm of really good movies.
We do.
especially for flicks and feels, which we have gotten a lot of really good suggestions.
Okay, good.
And I liked the idea. Someone said you should do a rom-com for this next one. Ooh, we should do a rom-com for this next one because Valentine's Day vibes. But we're going to go see the other one in movie theaters. So.
I cannot pick a movie to save my gosh darn life. I always think the movie I'm picking is good. I'm like, oh, this looks good. And it's like, what really is making me say this looks good? Unless it's Liam Neeson, of course. Or
or
Liam
Liam Hemsworth. You know, there's Liams.
There's Liam's. Yeah, but I'm literally never forgiving him for what he did to Miley, our Queen Miley.
No, I don't want to believe. Like, I feel like I don't have all
I
the
believe
details.
it. You know what I thought about?
Wait, do you know more than me?
I might. I thought about this by myself in the car the other day, and I was like, wait, I have to call Kaylee and tell her about it. You didn't answer me. You've been doing that recently. What is going? Move me to your favorites.
Yes. So you can come through on D&D.
Good grief.
I will put my phone on Do Not Disturb when I'm filming something,
I know.
or it's been doing it on its own at midnight, which we're not really up in the wee hours,
Yeah.
but I will forget to turn it off the next morning.
Okay.
And so as a result, you may still be trying to push through D&D and you can't.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking about, you know, the movie, oh Lord have mercy, you know, I can't remember the name that we watched, where Liam Hemsworth ended up going for the older lady. The older lady was on this retreat. Like Liam went with his girlfriend on this retreat. Look it up while I'm talking for real.
I can't remember. Okay.
Just like type it in. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
And yeah, so Liam went with his girlfriend to this retreat where they're, I guess, brainstorming and
Lonely Planet.
Lonely Planet, coming
Lonely
up with
Planet.
all these ideas. All these writers are here, some profound people. There's an older woman. She's significantly older than Liam in the movie and in real life. Like, it's just very obvious. And he ends up going for her because he was the breath of fresh air that she needed, and somehow she was the breath of fresh air that he needed. Granted, his girlfriend was like out here. Like she was out here and like she was busting some for somebody.
She did.
She had some up that sleeve. So but that movie almost reminded me of, sparked an idea that were they creating that movie based on Miley and his relationship? Like, okay, Miley was a songwriter and an artist and everything. Liam was with her. Though his girlfriend cheated in the movie, he also was doing some dirty.
Did Miley cheat in real life?
No, I don't think Miley cheated. I think just Liam did. Anyway, I was just thinking about it. It just randomly popped in my head, and I was like, were the directors trying to get crafty on him?
Right.
And
I don't know, but Miley's back in her thriving era.
She is back in her thriving era, and I love that for her. I've always thought she was beautiful no matter what she looked like on the outside.
Which I want to know, Gage, did you ever have a celebrity crush at any point in your lifetime? Or maybe present day?
Let me think.
If you only get 5 seconds, you'll say the wrong name.
I really can't think of anything now.
Oh, love that.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So maybe your
buy myself flowers.
current celebrity crush is Kaylee Bryce, host of Your Podcast.
I was thinking this
Internet
morning,
sensation?
like, who I am in life. I am a twin sister, a dog mom, a fitness girly, a podcast host.
Yes.
Like, golly, no wonder I'm tired all the time.
Golly, I'm business owner.
Oh my gosh, I'm entrepreneur. I've got to give myself more credit. Sometimes I'm like, why am I watching a movie in the middle of the day? Oh, for flicks and feels for my podcast episode.
It's work.
Yes.
It's called work.
I'm working.
You're working.
You're chasing
girl.
a dollar. I'm working late because I'm chasing a
I'm
dollar.
singer.
Gage loves
banger.
that song. He turns it on his own.
Oh, I love that.
Bumping down the road. Well, I love
Don't
that
hate.
you've never had eyes for anyone but me.
Correct.
So, what you said just a second ago
Yeah.
sparked something in my mind, actually.
Perfect.
You said fitness enthusiast or something.
No,
We
but I
had-
like that better. I said fitness girly.
Oh,
yeah, fitness
yes.
enthusiast is.
I
Come meet
like
me. Meet me halfway. What's the song?
Meet me halfway.
Y'all, I've been so mindful of what socks I'm putting on for the pood.
Me too.
Because
Mine are matching.
I sit with my legs crossed most of the time, and you can see the bottom of my souks. And like, are my souks the only ones that are so filthy, or do y'all have filthy souks too?
Well, it's not the filthy souks, Beth.
It's the filthy ones.
The filthy floors.
Wait, my feet have always been filthy. Remember when we were playing softball and basketball growing
Stinky.
up?
Stinky.
Zonky.
Like Beth Ann would try to.
I put the deodorant, the Dorito. Oh, that's what they smelled like. Molded Doritos. I put the deodorant balls in my basketball shoes, and I was an athlete, and my cleats in softball,
and dryer sheets.
I tried it all. Dad would be like, "Does someone take their shoes off in my truck?"
I was about to say
After our softball
Beth Ann
games,
was not allowed to take her shoes off in the backseat. It never bothered me.
honestly,
know
I'm
why that
allowed to talk
happened.
about it, but like, chill out. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're taking it to an unnecessary octave.
Well, I was there too.
I know, but yours didn't really stink. Why did mine stink?
I don't know.
Now I get regular pedicures. I don't stink at all, and I'm not dirty, but you wouldn't know that because I always have an ailment. I always have like some bump on my face. Right now I have 2 styes on my right eye. If you've been seeing me do funny things with my eyes, it's because the styes are talking to them. 12 different languages up there.
I'm so sorry.
No, I know you are. I almost door dashed witch hazel, sty eye drops, everything that I needed for my sty.
Were you doing a Google search of best remedies?
You already know what I was, but I was already out and about, and I was passing Walmart, and I seriously just, my eye was hurting so bad I couldn't even walk. Like, it was affecting everything. It was affecting all my other limbs because my eye. I almost door dashed, but then I didn't because that would have ruined my day because I would have felt guilty about it forever. So I just went into Walmart and like got her done.
Period. I'm proud of you.
That was my confession of a teenager. Wait, confession of a...
Confession of a fitness enthusiast.
Yeah, why did I say teenager? I'm saying stuff. Brain
Still
fog.
feels that way. Did you go to sleep today when I went to sleep for a little nappus? I couldn't tell.
Well, I had to close my eyes because when I kept them open to try to be a working fitness enthusiast,
Right.
editing my video, the witch hazel got in my eye and burned. So I did rest for 20.
Okay, you rested for 20.
Possibly 30. I was trying to be so quiet. Did you hear me come in and out?
It wasn't that. I couldn't rest. Like I wanted to
Really?
so bad. And
I was pooped.
I was pooped. I think that I did fall asleep. Like I did, but I would wake up like with my heart racing out of my chest. I hate that.
I know,
and I kept
'cause
telling myself,
your subconscious felt like you were doing something wrong. Just
resting in the middle of the day. I just
rest.
needed to rest.
You're never going to lose weight if you don't rest.
Yeah, that's bad news.
It's a crucial part.
Especially coming off my bender of a weekend, 3 hours of sleep.
You're so crazy for that. You always do things that you
So
wouldn't do
brave.
around me with other people. Like, you would never just sleep for 3 hours with me.
You say that, but if you were there, you would have been doing the same thing because we would have hang out with our friends. We would have been at Mayo's house until 3
I know.
a.m.
And I'm typically the one to encourage us to go do spunky things. Also, you signing up for those cycle classes each morning.
I know.
You wouldn't have done that without me, but
I would
you
have.
did.
I would have. I would have
But
done that
no,
with you.
because sometimes when I'm saying let's do that, you're like, Bethany, just chill out. Like we don't need to plan that right now. Like we're gonna be tired. Like let's just not worry about it this trip. But you signing up for those
No.
on your own was like, wait,
I know.
you're working late
Late.
because you're a fitness enthusiast.
Yeah.
So proud of you. I love you so
Thank you. I just love that studio.
much. Mm-hmm.
If you're listening from Charleston, South Carolina, it's called Jibe Spin Studio. It's literally in an old church, and it's
Jibe?
a vibe.
With a B?
Jibe with a B.
This whole time I thought it was jive with a V, as
Yeah,
in Valentine's Day.
Right. Coming up here in a week.
You know what, though? I know next week will be the movie that we see in the theaters, but how about the next week is our love story movie?
Let's do it.
Because it'll just be barely a week from Valentine's Day. Not
Yes.
even. It won't even be a week
There's
from
no
Valentine's Day.
inappropriate time to share some love.
That's so true, Kaylee.
We have a write-in.
Yeah.
From
did
a
this
viewer.
pop up?
This popped up this morning, actually.
Okay.
But on the topic of being fitness enthusiast, we have a questione. This is a super random question, but I'm just wondering how you got started on your fitness journey. I've been really struggling with how to manage fitness and eating a balanced meals while I'm a senior in college. I've been following you and Kaylee since the beginning on TikTok when y'all did 75 Hard, and I've always been so inspired by you guys. And even if you don't answer, just know you are a true light in this world and such an inspiration to so many.
So I have full body chills, and not because Gage turned the air on full blast. It's seriously just because of that email. I'm glad you turned it on full blast because I do have sweat beads sometimes when I talk a lot.
I love how she addressed this email like it was just going to you. Like she
I
said to
didn't.
you and Kaylee. What?
I didn't turn the air on.
You didn't?
Oh, it's
No.
been like this?
I
Yeah,
turned it on
I
like
haven't touched it.
6 hours ago.
Oh.
It was still on heat, Beth.
You know, I like a cozy vibe.
Oh, I was sweating.
We live in
I think that's why I couldn't rest. So I turned the air on.
Apologies. 75 hard ruined my life, so I'm glad you enjoyed it and inspired you. I will have body dysmorphia for the rest of my days. It's never something
We're
I
never
could
doing that again.
ever do again. In fact, I think back on those days. I was waking up at, sometimes if I was taking the 5 a.m. Orange Theory class, I was waking up at 4 and then going to Orange Theory, getting my Starbucks and my Chick-fil-A. I already know, like I was doing those nasty drinks from Starbucks because they were like 0 calories. I'm sure they weren't even healthy. I just thought they were. And then my egg white girl. And then I was going to my 8 a.m. and I was staying on campus till about 2. I had to be at the kids' house that I babysat at 2:30, 2:45. They lived 30 minutes away. So I'd immediately leave campus, head to their house, stay till about 6:30, 6:45, leave, typically go to dinner with friends or just like go home. We never prepped anything. Like this one thing we did like 75 hard without any prep. And it was so funny.
Yeah.
But we had that water jug, babe.
We had that water
jug.
10 pages of nonfiction, 45-minute walk. I did a lot of yogurt, which I still do.
You did do
But I did a lot
yogurt.
of 0 sugar Chobani. The other, just plain non-fat Greek.
Yeah. Okay, I wasn't done with my day though. And
Sorry.
then I would do homework. I hated homework, so I actually really didn't do that much homework. But if I had something due, then I did it. But if it was like optional stuff, never did that. And then I would go to bed around never early enough, seriously like 11 or midnight, and then wake back up again at 4 or 5 every single day for 75 days straight.
We were exhausted.
I can't even say I liked my body then. I think I like it better now.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm more balanced now, and that was so... I think I was so stressed during that time. I wasn't even seeing the results that I should have been.
Yeah.
My cortisol. My cortisol.
Cortisol was through the roof. Another thing that I just knew this weekend that my cortisol was absolutely through the roof.
What was the original question? How do we get into the fitness
Yeah,
journey?
motivated.
Motivated. No. It's
and
not motivation.
manage fitness and
Okay.
eat balanced meals.
Okay.
She's a senior in college. You know, I think it started because we didn't feel that good. Like we just felt so crappy after things that we ate. And even if, you know, it sounded good beforehand, we would just leave and be like, none of that was nourishing. Like we needed to go to sleep after everything we ate. That's how we felt.
Yeah, a lot of things made me feel tired. And going back to what I talked about earlier, I love that my brain just went blank. I mean, that's just how does that happen to people? How does that happen to me and why? That's so unfair. Does it not know that I'm working? I'm on the pood.
Yeah, it's so hard.
Going back to what I said earlier about Lord have mercy, I can't remember. So I'll just start fresh.
I did start working with a macro coach at one point, which I learned a lot.
Oh my gosh, I've remembered.
Do it.
Going back to what I spoke about earlier about how I was so stressed all the time in college. I think I needed an outlet. I needed an escape. I don't think it was very evident because I didn't post these things, but I was kind of just like a wreck in college. Like it was just so stressful for me. Like I just did not feel like I knew what was going on. I never knew if I had the textbook for the class. I was so confused in college. Mind you, COVID happened during college. I mean, I blame everything on COVID, everything. But yeah, I think I needed an escape. And the way that I felt after an Orange Theorist class was just indescribable. It completely rejuvenated every single day. And especially when we started doing it with friends, it was something to look forward to. I wouldn't say it was so much motivation once we got into working out a lot. It was more so the discipline of it. It was just kind of like, this is what I'm doing no matter what. My online fitness coach, Maddie Bunker, shout out, likes to say that if you're unmotivated, like your goals aren't really worried about that. Like you have goals, so you're disciplined. You just do what you need to do to reach your goals. And I've spent a lot of like years, I would say, just feeling like I'm going, a merry-go-round, like going around a roundabout and just can't get off.
Can't get off.
I kind of hang on to the same 10-ish pounds. I don't know if anyone else knows this, but of course we're all our own biggest critics. And at some point you just have to blame it on yourself. Like sometimes it's just self-discipline. Like it's like, all right, I'm the reason that I'm eating outside of my macros, and I'm the reason that I'm eating things like I put the amount of grams of rice I'm supposed to have that day, and then I have a little bit more, and I'm just like, oh, I'm just having a little bit more, but it just adds up. Discipline, I would say, like whatever really bothers you, control that. You are in control of that. So maybe some advice for really easy meals, because you said you're a senior in college. I know the vibes there. Ground turkey. Listen, it is so fast to make ground turkey and eggs. And then, of course, rice or quinoa, whatever grain you love. You don't have to have a grain, but like, kind of need one, kind of want one. I always want one. I crave
Always need a
carbs. Or like,
well, it's
frozen
essential
sweet
for brain
potatoes.
function. Carbs.
It is essential for brain function. I've been loving the Roots. What's the brand called of the sweet potatoes they say? I think it's Roots.
I think it's Roots.
Yeah, and they're come in a frozen bag, and they're so good. Put them in the air fryer, literally 10 minutes. I'm talking eggs, sweet potatoes, ground turkey, all that. It's so delicious with some hot sauce, whatever sauce you love. 10, 15 minutes, boom shocky, and it's meal prepped. Buying spinach and making yourself finish the spinach, like putting it in smoothies, putting it in your eggs, adding it to the bottom of the rice with the eggs with the ground turkey. Like,
Yes.
buying things that are good for you and making yourself eat them is really what I'm saying. Like, buying things are good for you, just making yourself eat them, because you know what it feels like to eat things that make you feel horrible, and you already know what things taste like. Like, I had an addiction to French fries. It was so bad. That's what I gave up 75 hard. It wasn't sweet treats. Like, I don't have an addiction to sweet treats. Now I do, which is cruiser. But I had an addiction to French fries. Like, I had no self-control when it came to French fries. It was my guilty pleasure. So yeah, I just had to like chill with that. Like, Beth Ann, you already know what a French fry tastes like. Calm down. You want to look good and feel good in your bathing suit and your jeans. I'll never forget when I had to start getting rid of jeans because they didn't fit.
Well, and that's the thing. Everybody has different goals, but
Yeah.
if one of your goals is to stay in the size clothes that you have, which the size isn't really the thing. It's just
No.
like,
I have like 4 different sizes in my closet and they all fit.
yeah, it's just never a good feeling when you're outgrowing things that you bought last month, 2 months ago. 3 months ago. So I think when we got to that point, we were just like, we really just want to feel better. And a lot of times I might not have my dream physique, because who does, when I look in the mirror, but I feel really good with things that I'm putting in my body and with my workouts. And if you're that person that knows you're going to feel so much better if you get up and go on a walk, even if you're on a trip with friends or whatever it is, like if you're going to feel better, if you do those things, prioritize those things, because you will be so much happier and you won't have to spend that time dwelling on it after the fact. Like, oh my gosh, I just would have felt so much better. Like, why didn't I just get up?
I remember when we first got into like our fitness journey, we would go to the beach, for example, with our parents for a week at a time, vacation at the beach. And our brother was off playing college football, or he was in Canada playing football professionally. So just be Kaylee and I. And we would get some type of membership that week, whether it was, or if there was an Orange Theory and we were still doing Orange Theory, then we would just go to Orange Theory where we were. But we would get a membership, like a little week membership at some gym, and like we would prioritize that. And our parents, I could tell it aggravated them, like, we're at the beach. Why do you have to do that? No, you don't understand. My day is going to be ruined if I don't get up and do this. Like, it just makes me feel so good. It's not like I'm going to lose 20 pounds this morning, but it just makes me feel so much better. And it's healthy. I feel like being healthy has turned into like, you're crazy, you do too much. Like, meal prepping is like, oh, you're strict. Like, no, I'm taking care of my body, like,
and I know that I don't have the time to do this every single day. And when I wait too long to eat, I'm anxious, I'm irritable, I have brain fog, I'm in a bad mood. And I don't want to have to start dinner prep when I get home at 6:30 or 7 and I'm not eating until 8 or 9 o'clock at night. Like, no one wants that.
It's come with a lot of self-awareness. Like, the more I've learned about myself, like the more I prioritize the things.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I am headed to the airport, it's going to take me probably 2 hours to get to the airport. So I'm going to need to bring something in the car with me, because I'm going to panic, and then I'm going to get to the airport. I'm going to be so stressed out because I'm at the airport and I'm going to be hungry. And like, let me pack a protein bar. Let me even cut up some fruit and some turkey meat and just bring it with me. I'm going to eat it. So much happier if I just had that.
We're going to be at the airport in a few days.
I literally can't wait. We're going to San Diego. I'm going to shake my tail feathers. I'm bringing a bathing suit. I'm bringing it. I'm bringing
that's
it.
scary.
No, Kaylee, because I'm going to self-tan, because if you can't tone it, tan it.
True.
And I'm going to be smexy on them. Have I been talking too much? I don't really am like scared right now.
No. Oh my gosh. What?
Okay. Okay.
love you, and I love every second that you speak.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
Is everything okay?
No, everything is okay. I just.
No, everything's okay.
Yeah, why am I worried?
Don't be.
Okay.
I love you so much, and I can't wait for our time together. I cannot wait for our trip.
It's going to be perfect.
We do need to get some snacks, I think, before to bring with, put in our book bags.
Yeah, like some chopsticks and some Bear Bell bars.
Yeah, I need a re-up
Mhm.
of cookies and caramel or something is my favorite flavor.
I think I really just want to tell you, Miss Ryder Inner, that you shouldn't worry what other people think about the things that you're doing. Like, to sum it all up, Kaylee, like you said, if it makes you feel good to get up and get your walkus in, or if it makes you feel good to go on a little walk after dinner, or if it makes you feel good to go on vacation with your friends, but be the weirdo that just leaves for a titch and finds a little gym to work out at, like, do it. Do it. I cannot tell you enough, because there's been so many days that I've sacrificed what I wanted to do because I was worried about how I was going to make other people feel, what they were going to think. Like, I'm making, everyone wait. I'm making everyone late, even though I'm not. They just make me feel like that. And so then I don't do it, and I'm so anxious all day. So anyway, just do it, girly. Love you. Bye.
Love you so much.
Bye.
Y'all, we want to continue to hear from you and give the best advice on things that we can. I feel like it's really big responsibility that we're like kind of begging for. But we get a lot of messages in our DMs or comments asking for advice on certain things, and how kind that y'all kind of want our take, our POV. But we do love it, and we love connecting with you guys. So submit your questions or things you want advice for to yourpudcast@gmail.com. If you don't know how to spell it, it's yourpudcast@gmail.com. Also, more things for us to ask each other for Twin Tuition.
Yes. Y'all get creative on them.
Get creative on them.
We also love to just hear your wins, your brights and blues.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
We can
wanna
start sharing
celebrate
some
you.
brights and blues on here.
Yeah, like I want to send you an edible arrangement.
Have not had an edible arrangement.
Yeah, so I was gonna make frozen. Sorry, hold on. Chocolate covered.
Okay.
I don't know what just happened. I just said frozen.
Because you were thinking of True Fru. That's why.
I think so.
I think so.
Chocolate covered strawberries. I was gonna make them last night. I think I'm gonna make them tonight. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
How are you going to do that?
I'm gonna melt
Which chocolate?
Our Lily's dark chocolate chips.
With coconut
our
oil?
Lily's dark chocolate chips. Ad read Lily's dark chocolate chips. See, it sounds so good. Lily's dark chocolate chips.
It
And
would
I'm gonna
sound
put
so
them-
good in an ad read. Lily's.
Lily's. I'm gonna put them in some coconut oil, mix it up, put it in the microwave because I learned last time I didn't put coconut oil in with my chocolate chips, they burned.
Yeah.
It's like putting ramen noodles in the microwave with no
With
water.
no water.
I've done it so many
Yep,
times.
that's exactly the
Grow
same.
up and quit eating ramen noodles. But
They're so
I'm
good.
gonna do that, and then I'm just gonna take the strawberries that are kind of on their way out. This is why I had this thought. How did you like the strawberries this morning, by the way?
Really good. I thought they were really fresh.
Okay, love and adore. So I'm gonna dip them like in that.
would love
And then
that.
I'm just gonna lay them out on a sheet pan with some aluminum foil.
Do it. Do it. And after that, we can dip them. So I ordered a new nut butter. I think I told you.
Yeah.
From
what's the flavor?
Rainbow Nut Butters. The viral Dubai chocolate bar. In the nut butter vibe.
Wait,
Peanut
I'm
butter.
so sorry. You're gonna have to inform me.
Have
of
you not
this?
seen the Dubai chocolate?
No.
And
what
it's
does
like has the
Dubai
pistachio-
taste like?
No, Bethan.
I'm scared.
You don't see like anything that's viral, I fear.
No, my For You
The
page is horrid.
Dubai chocolate bar, and it has like the green like pistachio filling on the inside and like these crunchies. You haven't seen any of this, like people.
Holy smokes, that's my vibe.
Oh, I know.
Wait,
I
so,
got
it's not Dubai flavored, it's just from Dubai.
I don't know if it's from Dubai, but it's not Dubai flavored, Beth. It's a chocolate bar.
Yeah, but you can make anything, call anything a flavor.
True.
I mean,
Well, this is. I don't know.
okay.
We'll have to do more
Well,
research
I
on
can't
that.
wait for it to come in. I love Bluebell
It's coming
pistachio
in on
ice cream.
Saturday. So, and I've seen where people have like shops near them where they do that nut butter or at least like that chocolate with the pistachio stuff. It's like cruncher and with strawberries. So that could be such a vibe.
Wow.
I know. I can't wait.
We're gonna catch a vibe. Have
We're
y'all
gonna
been
catch a
seeing my
vibe.
new series on TikTok? It's called Beth Ann's Bites, and we caught a vibe recently with Mimi at Sunnyside Cafe in Clemson, Georgia. I mean, I'm about to fall out. I'm about to end it all.
I didn't even catch it at first.
You were still smiling at me.
I was just smiling and listening.
Clemson, Georgia? Clemson, South Carolina, Georgia? Like,
Yeah,
what did
from South Carolina.
folks, y'all brain fog. I'm calling the doctor.
It's okay. Well,
An
let's
apple
hang
a
up.
day keeps the doctor.
Let's hang up and let's call the doctor. We love you guys.
I kind of could feel like you were cutting me off recently.
No, I wasn't.
No,
I really
you kind of
wasn't.
have been this whole time. Like, not this whole time, like the past 5 minutes. I've done it to myself.
No.
I've literally just been like rattling things off. This is what happens. This is what happened that day that girl, those girls came up to us, and I was like, oh, mother-daughter, and they were the same age, and they were friends.
Let's give context. So this past summer, we went to Indiana for the Indy 500, and the night before the race, there was a Riley Green concert, and these two girls came up to us and were like, hi, and we were probably just standing there too long. And so Beth Ann was just trying to keep the conversation going since we were all still standing there.
And I had previously just met a mother-daughter duo, and I said besties. I was like, besties? Because I never want to offend anyone. And then it was like mother-daughter. Like, she must have had her really, 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 really young. So it was fresh on my mind, like, in my defense. That's my only defense.
And so she looks at these two girls, both brown-headed, both
looking the exact same
looking
age.
the
Like,
exact
it was
same
unbelievable
age.
that I said
And Beth
this.
Ann said, are y'all mother-daughter?
And they're probably like, which one do you think is the mom? So they're like,
Yeah.
oh, no.
No.
No,
Oh
we're
my gosh, we're best
best
friends. Like,
friends.
oh, that's so. And it was like, it was so overwhelmingly awkward for everyone involved. And there's really no coming back from that. It's more so just like, oh, I was just, yes.
Yeah.
ah.
And like that happened. It
So
happened
we think about that
months
every
ago.
single day, right? Like we do, because we don't let things like that go. And it turns out they do too, because they just posted a TikTok 4 days ago
This
telling the
happened
story.
in May. But Kaylee, I really haven't thought about it every single day. I hate that you have. I don't have time to like
I think about
that.
it when we meet people. I'm like, oh,
I'm scared for what's going to come out.
I'm scared for what's going to come out.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take a week to learn self-control. I'm twisting my hair like mom did. I mean, I need to get off the pood.
I learned that it is a tism,
Is it?
but lots of things are. So it's just kind of like a quirky fun thing. I wouldn't worry about it.
so overwhelmed.
Don't be.
Okay, I'm not.
Are you hungry? I think that's part of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna heat up some dumplings. Like, I'm literally getting ready for my feet to hit the ground so I can race to the freezer and heat up some chicken dumplings
No, I can't wait.
from Trader Joe's.
And I'm so excited for you, and I love you.
I love you more. This was a lot of fun to do at.
Today.
In Clemson, South
And it's
Carolina,
going to be a lot of
Georgia.
fun again in like 2 days because we need to pre-record before we head off to San Diego.
Yes.
Can't wait.
I can't wait till we're so advanced that we just bring all of our pood stuff on trips with us and like do a little pood at the beach.
And that would be crazy. But one day, because Kaylee and Beth Ann, like on their own, like trucking all this around. Oh, I can't.
no one
imagine.
would even let us do that. We would tell
No,
Gage.
Gage would not let us.
No. He would be
He's shaking
like,
his head.
girls, yeah, we'll just pre-record for the next 4 weeks. I mean, for the next 4 days in a row,
Yeah.
if we absolutely have to.
Let me close this in prayer.
Do it to it.
Lord, thank you so much for this morning. Thank you for waking us up this morning. Thank you for breathing life into our lungs. I pray, God, for this next week as we travel, that you would keep a hedge of protection over us. I pray for all of our family and friends and our listeners and the friends that we've been able to connect with that watch us and listen. And God, I just thank you so much for this community. We are so grateful for all that you have blessed us with. Pray for a great rest of our evening. We love you so much. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Beautiful prayer. My eyes are adjusting to the
My
light.
eyes were just so bright when I just opened my eyes. Oh, let's close it out.
Let's do it.
We love ya, and Jesus saves ya. Bye.